Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Pepper.
And for today's video, we're going to be unboxing Too Many Bones. Now this is a game, it may look like from the camera angle that it's a Ticket to Ride size box, but it is actually a little bit larger than that. So I did not expect it when receiving it. I did not expect it to be quite this size. I would have actually thought it was maybe, so yeah, there's a comparison right there. So it doesn't actually fit in a Calyx shelf space, so it's going to have to go on the top. But no, I thought maybe it would be a deeper game, but it's actually about the same depth as a Ticket to Ride box, maybe a little bit deeper, not by too much. But I'm very excited to see what this large box holds. Because Chip Theory Games, I believe, has looked at this one and Cloudspire for quite a bit. They pretty high quality stuff. Something, I mean, and they kind of usually use some poker chips in some form or another, and it's kind of something that not many other companies use, so it kind of puts them apart from others. Oh boy, this box cover is not wanting to come off. But yeah, I'd say the artwork is so-so on the box cover. I mean, we'll see. I think it gives you kind of an idea of what the game is, but it's a little, I don't know, I feel like I'd like this a little more defined. It actually looks kind of blurry, and these still, I mean, they're a little more in focus, but the characters there still, I feel, are a little blurry as well. So I'd give it a middle of the road. Still, I still like what they're doing here. I just wish I would have liked it if it was a little bit sharper. Oh boy. Ooh, we've even got one of these packets. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those in a board game before, but do not eat. Ooh, trying to sell me on some other games I see here, Chip Theory. 2021 Product Showcase. Ooh, look at those poker chips. And those dice. Hopefully we'll get into some of that. Ooh boy, it looks like we'll be able to buy some expansions if we really want to. This might force me to get some more games. Ooh boy, this must be the old rule book. Feels pretty thick. We'll see. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. 31 pages, and I'm sure not all the pages are completely full. And it's got an index here as well, which should be nice. But let's see if we've got some examples here, or if it's kind of. So it looks like we got all the components there. I got a little bit of rules, I believe. Game setup. Rules. Oh boy, I don't know. It might have some examples, but we'll see if they're the best ones when we get to it. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure on this. That was one of the things that kept it for so long. Not pulling the trigger on the game was I wasn't sure how hard this, or like if I would have ended up getting Cloudspire, how hard they would be to learn. So we'll see if we can do it. Well, we're gonna do it. Just a matter of how long. Oh boy, this is heavy. This is definitely heavier than I would have expected picking this up. These dice have some weight to them. But this is a nice container. Not sure, I can't remember. Don't know if this is Game Trays or if Chip Theory Games might have someone else that they make their containers with. So let's just move this aside for right now. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, this looks like a good storage solution. The dice look to fit in here pretty nicely. I don't know what this is for. I actually got this for my birthday, so I hadn't really looked at it recently. But this looks like one of the things from Dwellings of Eldervale, if you've played that, only those ones are clearer and smaller. Then we've got some dice. There's some good quality plastic dice, and they don't all, most of them look slightly different. Yeah, they look to be good quality. This one's a little bit different than these other ones. These ones kind of look like they have a little bit of artwork on them, but this one just looks like a normal die with maybe something inside of it. Not sure. But they all look nice. What did I roll there? I bet that's pretty good. Then we've got some more dice here. I wouldn't say, when I picked it up, it felt like they were pretty heavy, maybe individually, but individually they're just slightly heavier than maybe a normal die, but got a good enough weight to them, and they're all really good quality. It looks like it's stickers on here, but it's actually on there, printed on there, laser printed, I would assume. And yeah, they all look nice and shiny. Got some more dice here. Holy smokes, we got a lot of dice. I am gonna love these dice. I hope I get to roll them over and over. That's my favorite thing about dice. So even maybe if I'm not playing the game, I might just take these out and roll them. But yeah, a lot of these look pretty similar to one another. So they must... Can't remember exactly how the game's played, but I'm definitely looking forward to playing with these dice. And I'd say that's what more of these are. I don't even know how many dice that is. That might be 50-ish dice. I don't know if I should open this, but we will do it anyway. Doesn't really want to open very easily. Ooh. Got some cards in here. Encounter cover cards. A dice building RPG. Doesn't say to not open this, so I assume I can. Pepper, would you open that other one?
Well, it seems these are pretty easy to open.
Well, I was struggling.
I don't know if I've seen cards wrapped quite like this before. Like an envelope.
And you probably knew better than I did that this might have cards in it, and these look to be almost the same exact size as playing cards, and they do appear to be the same size.
Yep. There's our Joker for scale. Debut.
So we got different colors here, and not sure if that's for different characters or if they represent like items versus weapons versus other things, but these have a nice look to them. They've got a sort of worn look to them, which I really like. It's a nice piece of artwork. The writing here isn't too small. It's pretty good size, so won't need readers to read any of the writing. I don't believe it's just big enough to be seen. Yeah, I'm really liking the artwork for these different items. It looks like we've got some encounter cards here, and we've got another look at the ones Pepper opened. We got some more encounters. That's not really quite as fun. It's a lot more reading and writing there. This might be a little small for some people, but there's a lot of writing, and I think you'd probably just have to read it once, hopefully. But then we got a few more items here. Some gem, ooh, a gadget arm, and a stone hammer. Nice. Ooh, what do we got there? Interesting. Got some different, interesting looking characters here. I'm assuming these might be enemies. Yeah, some nice artwork on those cards. So we can get this stuff out of the way. There's definitely a lot in this box. Bring that back into shot here for a second. We got a couple more trays here with some more dice on them, or in them. We've got all these different nice colors. These are very bright dice. It just seems like they have the same weight to them. Ooh, I think these are going to be pretty high quality.
Couple more trays to hold your dice.
Yeah. Nice. And I don't know if I don't remember.
Expansion, or-
Yeah, I don't know if that's for an possible expand. Well, I know there are expansions, but I'm not sure if that's for the expansions or if that is to once you create characters. If it's kind of to help you separate your dice more, if you wanted to play multiple games or campaign type thing or something like that. Ooh boy! And I already really loved those dice, but I think we've got some more great stuff here. Ooh, this is interesting. This isn't actually a cover that snaps on at all. It's just a flat piece of plastic. It has Chip Theory games on it. They're trying to sell me some more games there as well. They know what they're doing there. They know what they're doing. Ooh, we've got Boomer. Let's see what we got here. See if we can open these up. I think these are to explain the different characters you can play and kind of tell you what they can do, what dice you use, or what the dice can be used for. Not sure how much you're using these. We got patches. Looks like an interesting fellow. Ooh, we got old Pickett. I think he was the one on the front of the cover. Got Tantrum. And I don't know what this is. This must be solo. Maybe your solo enemy. Or no. Adventuring reference guide. Might just be for the whole group. But no, you got 4 interesting characters there. And then this as well. Not sure how much these are used. They're pretty thin. They flap around pretty easily. Not sure what I think about that compared to some of the other things in the box. I think I would have liked it just a little bit thicker, but if you're not using them a ton, I think that's totally fine. Ooh, then we've got the poker chips. Ooh, these are all in plastic for me. So maybe Pepper can help me open some of these. These have also got some heft to them. As a gift, I really hadn't, this game hadn't crossed my mind as a possibility, but when I felt this game, I really had no clue what it was because it had so much weight to it. I'm like, I can't imagine that's all just cardboard in there making up the weight. But we got a Signal 3, a 5. I don't know if that's what we got there. So we got some interesting artwork on these. Looks like they got some different things on all of them. These are good quality. Don't know if you're doing much stacking, but they stack pretty well. They sound pretty nice there.
Say these are better or worse than the iron clay brass vermin.
When you were starting that question, I knew where you were heading with that. Oh, and these are a little bit lighter, so got some here that are just Chip Theory games.
Feel with these 2 stacks.
Yeah.
How different weight these are.
Yeah, these red ones are definitely lighter, and I'm assuming they're just to go on the bottom of other chips.
Yeah, I saw that there was an upgrade for the red chips, and I'm like, there's already poker chips for the red ones in the box. What could those be for?
That must give them
it's to make them as
a little
as
heavier,
these.
but I think they're still pretty good quality. I mean, I think if all of them felt like this, it would feel cheaper. These do feel much cheaper than the heavier ones, I think. But I've definitely seen poker chips in like games and stuff that are even thinner than this and really light. So these still feel chunky enough that they don't feel cheap. But then we got a few different colors of these. I think these are for the characters themselves, possibly. We got another one of those. Got some different colors. Yeah, it's got some nice artwork on these. They got some nice heft. See why they call it chip theory games. But they're pretty solid quality. But going back to the iron clays. I think these will fit in this game slightly better than the iron clays fit in Brass Birmingham. I mean, they're nice to stack, but I feel like they feel a little bit out of place. But if I'm using iron clays for other games, these are probably pretty close, in my opinion. So these are still very nice. And then lastly, oh boy, got some neoprene mats. I believe they're neoprene, are they?
I believe so.
Oh yes. Got some neoprene mats. These feel very nice. They got a nice thickness to them as well, and the edges are nice around there. We'll have to see how these dice fit in there. You can try that out. Try it out on old Boomer. Not sure where these all go exactly, but I assume they could go. I'm assuming these could just go in any space I want to put them in. Think that's how it'll work, Pepper?
I believe so.
But yeah, they seem to fit in there pretty nicely. Oh, look at that even. A nice live test of whether or not they hang in there. So they fit in there very well, and they stay.
I don't know if we'll be able to get them out.
Yeah, they're in there so tight. But yeah, then we still got patches. Got Tantrum. Chuck. Oh, Pickett. Thought he was more of a Chuck. Ooh, and then we've got the main board here. For such a big box, this does not seem like the main board I would expect. But it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. But yeah, I don't know. I think my favorite thing is probably these neoprene mats, just because of how well those dice stayed in them. What did you think? What is your favorite thing in here?
I don't know. It's got those mats are very, very nice. But you know, I just love dice. I think the colors, all the different colors, all the different symbols, as complicated as it might make the game, I think that's probably my favorite part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the dice are a close second for me as well. And the artwork on the cards and stuff isn't half bad either. So I think there's a lot I like about this game. If there's anything I would change, it might actually be these red chips, just making them feel the same as the other ones, just because they do, with the lightness, they do feel, it just does feel like a lower quality. Yeah. But gameplay wise, I don't think that will affect anything. So, is there anything else you saw there that you would have liked maybe different?
No, I think it feels weird. I really like that art on those cards, but that's just completely overshadowed by everything else in the box.
Right. Yeah, there's so much in here, and yeah, another great thing that this game has too that just makes it even better is these storage solutions feel very solid. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't seem like these will just pop apart really easily and then be a mess in the box. So I do like that they, when they take that extra step to make some good quality inserts to hold everything, especially when you have that many dice in a game. It really definitely helps with sorting things out.
Yeah, for sure.
But otherwise, I think that is everything in Too Many Bones. I am totally excited to play this game. I can't wait. Had to unbox it as quickly as possible. So hopefully we will get to this and give our initial thoughts on the game as well. Is there anything else you needed to say, Pepper?
All I need to say is don't forget to keep on nibbling.